What's up, traders? Going 2 for 3 today. I'm just going to make this a quick one because it was not a lot that went on today. UEC was our first trade. Pretty decent move out of the gate here. 470 was yesterday's high. Made a nice move up towards 5. Was looking forward to go through 5. It didn't want to. So we ended up taking a starter here at 496, hoping that if it did go up through 5, we get a nice little push to get a nice add, and then we could look for that retest of 5. But we got a little bit of a pullback. 491 was obviously looking for much more than that. Was looking for 480, 485, and we just couldn't get it. And I actually meant to, if you go back and watch this one live, I was planning on cutting it at high of day, but I was actually looking at something else when it went through. So unfortunately, I didn't get that. And it actually tried to come back down, so I gave it a sec, and I was like, well, it's not too much risk because I only took a starter. If I let it go back high of day again at the new high. So that's what I did. I was seeing if it would come back down. It did not. And so we just cut it at the highs there. And as you can see, it did go much higher there. Not a great move either. Eventually came all the way back down, tested that same area, and then went all the way back up. And it looks like it's back down in this area again. Second trade was on UPST. This was actually our one decent trade today. Scroll out, you can see high of yesterday, 126. I say yesterday, I mean Friday. But not too much here at the open, but then it started to make a pretty nice move. Was watching it, and it really started to struggle here. You can see I kind of hit it on the downward spot here. Was really just kind of making sure that was what I thought was the top. It ended up being about half the move, right? If we go there to there, put our order out about half the move, and that's what we got. It did go much lower. You can see it did try to bounce first. But we had to order out anyway, and it got filled. So pretty happy with that trade there. Only took half size. It was a pretty expensive stock, and I didn't necessarily love the way it was moving, but it was pretty hard not to take it. It was the best thing that we could find during the day. OXY, this one was actually pretty frustrating. And get rid of this line. I was just marking that in case it went higher. High of Friday all the way down here, 58.15. Pretty grindy move all morning. And then finally, we get a couple candles that look like they're kind of going straight up, still after no real pullback. So at any moment, I'm expecting, in the past, I would be in here, have to cut a high of day, be in here, have to cut high of day. And it's always that like one right after I get out that ends up being the one that works really well. And we actually top tick that little bit of a push. And I thought we had something looking for that break of 61. This actually missed us by a penny on the way down to fill all of our shares. And so I ended up taking half off, looking to hold the other half to see if we could get that bigger push down to like VWAP or something like that. But as you can see, it actually ended up getting us at break even. And so this went from what could have been a $30, $35 trade to a $12.25 trade. So a pretty frustrating day overall. Didn't even break the $20 mark overall with the loss there on UEC. But green is green. We're going to keep moving in the right direction, right? That's all we can do. That's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate that support. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. You can find me in the Discord or over on Twitter. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.